My milkshake brings all the boys. Good morning, everyone. Microphone check. Microphone check, check. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Microphone check. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. I'm having some mic difficulties this morning. My coffee make me go boom hasn't happened yet, so we might have to cut the stream off short. I'm scared to touch this microphone. Freaking fairly brand new expensive pain in the butt microphone. Hopefully it's just the cable. You know how them cables, them USB type C or whatever the hell it is, cables try and break out. Not much going on. I say not much going on. I sold all my cryptocurrency because I have inside information. We're going to get into that. I've already made a lot of money on cryptocurrency recently, and this is a pretty big deal if you could tell by the title. Now, don't touch it, Tom. You're going to regret this. All right. Yeah, so I have inside information. The news is not yet public. I do know someone that has connections with Congress, etc., and they are fast tracking a bill to ban cryptocurrency, and they want to seize your crypto. Look, guys, I can't do this anymore. Don't you hate April Fools? I mean, I'm done. I don't want anyone to panic sell. Sometimes you take things too far. April Fools, annoying as hell. Meet Kevin Cup came out of the gates firing this morning with this dumb Jim Cramer thing. First of all, Meet Kevin, your acting's horrible. It took me all of about 3 seconds to know you were full of S, and I'm like, oh wait, today's April Fools. Nice try though, good story. I mean, first of all, his, just like mine, my title's a bit ridiculous. But I do have a close friend that if he sees the title, he's probably gonna panic sell. Dude, it's a joke. It's April Fools. April Fools. Bitcoin is spinning sideways. Let's hop on over to the chart and take a look at it. Scott, good morning. How you doing, brother? All right, so Bitcoin is spinning sideways. Altcoins are getting a bit of a pump. Polkadot, which I was pounding the table on last week saying, man, Polkadot. First of all, I love me some Polkadot. Polkadot and Ethereum, I was pounding the table on saying, look, these are being beaten down. They're going to see their day in the sun. They're amazing smart contract plays. Polkadot was at like $32 at the time, so she would have done well there. Ethereum's pumping. Are we going to get above 2,000 a day? Hopefully, maybe. I would love to see all-time highs in Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum is still pretty lackluster, all things considered. We've gotten a triple. Bitcoin has tripled its all-time high price, where Ethereum is only like 0.5, you know, like half. About half over its all-time high. For it to get to a 2x, Ethereum would need to get to about 2,800. And for it to catch up with Bitcoin over the last few months, it would need to be close to, what, like 4,200? I'd love to see 4,200. Scott Ashcraft in the house, All right. Stock market, on the other hand, the stock market is booming. It's back off to the races. Let's see what's going on over there. The NASDAQ up 167 points. Are you kidding me? I had a lot of green in the stock market yesterday. We got a lot of green today. I definitely want to go through my positions and see how we're doing. Need a little bit more movement from MicroStrategies. We're going to need Bitcoin to move for my MicroStrategies. I've only got 16 days left on this bad boy. Let's see if I can roll for a credit yet. Nope. So we got 15 days left on this. You know, I think there's a decent chance Bitcoin could get, if Bitcoin can get to like 65,000, I think this MicroStrategies play will be a winner chicken dinner. Neo, we're almost into the profit on that one. How am I not up on that one? We got 50 days to go. I must have bought that. Yeah, I bought that really close to at the money, I believe. But Neo's back off to the races. I'm sure Tesla's up $15. Tesla is just continues to be, man, when it gets down to below, like close to 500, you should be loading the boat if you're in the stock market and you're bullish on Tesla. That being said, as I said quite a few times, you know, I don't know that this stock market crash is a crash or potential crash still, or I'm more lean towards the stock market is going to boom for a bit. Again, a lot of people are anxious to get out and start spending their stimulus money. The weather's nice. People getting vaccinated, they're going to want to travel, they're going to want a vacation. And it's going to show a lot of positive signs on the economy. Whether or not that can hold or not, it's hard to say. The stock market is very, very forward looking. Where I want to get to the QQQ. QQQ. So here's my QQQ chart that I love looking at, and that Mount Everest of a trend line that we had going there, which is just insane in the membrane. You scrunch that down, I guess it doesn't look that bad, right? But all things are relative to how you make the chart look. And when you put the chart at just even like a normal scrunchiness, it's a pretty steep pretty steep line there, man. Like, you don't see a lot of those, and when you do, let's go back to the .com bubble. Ba-boom, baby. Was not pretty. History doesn't always repeat itself. Stock market's learned a lot since then. Trading in general has changed a lot since then. I don't know. I mean, back then in the 90s, I think it was mostly just phone. A little bit of internet trading was available, I guess, but it was a lot of still calling a broker and saying, yo, I need 500 shares of Apple. And then they would put it in on however they put it in their little terminals, etc. Now it's just like any 14-year-old with the phone can just swipe and buy Tesla, right? I mean, technically no, but kind of depends on your parents. You get the drift. So there's, that has brought a lot more liquidity. And so the stock market is going to be a bit adaptive and dynamic. Plus you got the Fed constantly coming in and doing things to help prop it up. But in general, I think it would be fairly good for the stock market to not continue to blast off into space. You know the expression, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And we're already at a pretty big blow your top off level right here. And we've already seen a bit of a fall. That fall, what was that? Like only like 12% if I remember. Yeah, 12, 13%. That's nothing. 10% corrections are nothing. That is a healthy stock market. This could use a 30% correction. And historically, we would still be like doing really well. This green trend line is still 30% from the tops. And if you go all the way back to the .com bubble, that's an amazing, take it all day long, every day long, year over year return. So me personally, keep doing your options plays and, buy your core positions. Like for me, that's Tesla, Palantir. I love some Palantir. I did buy some of that yesterday. That's already doing well. Tattooed Chef, I love me some Palantir. Was that a SPAC? I believe it was, right? So those are the only two SPACs. I think that was a SPAC, right? I don't remember. Tattooed Chef's another SPAC. Oh, GNOG. So those are the only three out of the billions of SPACs that I've liked. GNOG's been a bit of a love-hate relationship. It just kind of hasn't performed like I expected it to, but that's what it is when you get into SPACs. These are highly speculative. They should be a small percentage of your portfolio. I am much more bullish on Palantir and Tattoo Chef than I am GNOG, though I think GNOG is going to be very good. I don't own shares in GNOG right now. I don't know that I'm going to change that. I'm trying to focus on being more option-centric. But we're pretty much up in everything now. Let's look at the profit and loss on the open on all my positions. So it's a lot of green. We got micro strategies. Like I previously mentioned, I got about 15 days to crawl out of that hole. As long as Bitcoin goes up, and Bitcoin does look really strong, typically Bitcoin over the last 2 to 3 months does surge the first few weeks of the month before it goes into that option strategy. So I'm feeling like this one has a decent chance. Now, this one was a $10 wide. I really yellowed on this one. So I got $5 credit. Max loss on that's going to be around $5, $500. So So, I mean, I can get out now at $160 loss. But I'm going to stay in this another few days, see how we do. As I mentioned yesterday, I was looking to sell covered calls in Riot and Mara, but I'm going to continue to give Bitcoin its chance to breathe and see if we can get a continued up move before I start selling covered calls, lowering my cost basis. NNDM looking good, up 23 cents. We need to get up above $10. I mean, realistically, I only need to get anything over like 857 and I'll make money, though it'll be a lot less money. 857, what did I get? Cost, did I get? No way. Oh, because I rolled that forward. Yeah, so man, anything above $8, I make money on that one. Like 780 or something, which is really good. NNDM's been really good play for selling puts, put credit spreads, even just buying the stock, selling calls, right? Just doing the wheel has been really good in that one. I do like NNDM a lot. I think I own shares of that, or I did. Maybe I got rid of them. Yeah, I had them over in the IRA. It looks like I got rid of them. So same thing. Mara, put credit spread, doing really well. I am looking to sell some covered calls. 200 shares of Riot, looking to sell covered calls. Neo in both accounts. So Neo's exact same thing. So maybe Neo's green over here now. Now, there must have been a bit of a difference. Tattooed Chef, I've been doing a lot of plays with this. I own some shares, I own a covered strangle, and I own a bullish put credit spread. What? I don't have a go to cancel in on that. This is actually down a bit. This already do have a closing order. Let's see. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. So 17.5, 20. So this is down about $7. But we got some time. I feel pretty confident. As long as the stock market continues to go up, Tattooed Chef will do good. Let's take a look at the watch list. I want to laugh at Ride and Workhorse. I love picking on those two stocks. See if there's anything I want to trade. Mar and Riot continue to lead the pack. The NASDAQ is now up 200. I mean, it's up about 400 or 500 points in the last couple of days. Apparently, the stock market crash is off. The dollar is down 18 cents. Silver is up 18 cents. Is a monster move. Let's see. The VIX is down about 38 cents. At $20, the VIX is starting to get really low again. I mean, we're still quite a ways away from those days where we were $9, $10, $11, right? But maybe it comes back. And gold, what's gold doing? Gold's up $10. Still just really hovering down like $1,726. Not good if you're into gold. And crude oil. Crude oil has had a little bit of a pullback, but it's still over $60 a barrel. So that one's still pretty high. Workhorse, $14. Avoid the workhorse. I don't know what Kathy Woods is thinking. It was just a gamble, small percentage. Ride. Almost back to SPAC levels. Avoid Ride, in my opinion. Been saying that since Jump Street. All right, Blue Apron. I don't know how that thing's still listed. Man, United still over $25. I remember when that thing was at like $7 not too long ago. I thought they were going bankrupt. BFT, that's one of the SPACs I did kind of like. It's just kind of spinning sideways. I kind of forget what they do. They're what were they? They were a Square competitor or something like that. Nikola. How the hell is Nikola still hanging around? Snap, $50, $54. That's insane. Xpeng. I love some Xpeng. I actually like Xpeng more than Neo when there was some concerns that they're a fraud. There was more chatter of them being a fraud than any of the other Chinese companies, kind of like Luckin. So I'm like, that's the risk I don't need, even though I think their car looks really good, their price point looks really good. And if you don't watch Rich Rebuilds on YouTube, I highly recommend, even if you're not into like tinkering on cars and stuff, he's a very entertaining person. And his videos are very entertaining. They drove an Xpeng P7. Looks like a pretty freaking cool car, to be honest. Like, I don't know if what Xpeng's books look like or any of that stuff. And if they are, like, car looks pretty freaking nice. But at the end of the day, it's not, I mean, that might get your foot in the door, but how good is their manufacturing? How good is their full self-driving? How good is their customer service, right? Those are going to all be the things that add up to whether or not they're successful or not, most likely. So they will have to pull that off. Tesla's already pulling most of that off, including, I don't even know what the current status is on the full self-driving beta, but I mean, Tesla's firing on all cylinders, and it's not just cars with them, it's battery storage. What else? Car insurance. They got a lot of things going on for them. So Tesla is the biggest holding in my IRA. Tesla is the position I think is a must-have for your portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just what I think and what I do. If I was not into cryptocurrency, I would still be holding a ton of Tesla in my big account. I did have concerns that the stock market would have a rocky year. And since like August of last year, I started pounding the table on Bitcoin, started accumulating Bitcoin, started learning about DeFi, and I went in heavy into cryptocurrency, and even so much to the point that I sold a ton of Tesla at, I mean, actually, I sold my Tesla like in my big account at like $650. So that could still be up if I were in it. And I did that at short-term capital gains, which was painful. But we can pull up my cryptocurrency spreadsheet. We can see that it's worked out. And hopefully it continues to work out. So I'm currently up 82% in all my cryptocurrency. Very open book. This is what I own. People come in the chat and say, what altcoin should I buy? Like, go. Like, subscribe, bell button. I mean, this is what I have. People come in and ask me what coins I should buy, and over, I continue to put most of my money into Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, and Polkadot. Like what? 10, 40, 70, 95% of my portfolio are those 4 coins. Then the rest is on, you know, spread 5% around on some stuff. Have some fun. I get it. It's fun to collect coins. Just collecting cryptocurrency in itself is a hobby. You want to buy them. You want to have fun with them. You want to learn about them. After that, I'm really big on Binance. That's 3% of the 5% right there. And Binance is pumping, baby. Binance is at $321. I believe it's hitting all-time highs right now, right? I'm not sure. Let's pull that up. I like Binance a lot. I don't think Binance is this freaking... I don't think Binance is going to take out Ethereum. Don't get me wrong. Ethereum is going to solve itself, right? And there's no solutions. There's only trade-offs. Right now there's trade-offs with Binance. I've kind of got into it. If you want to go to PancakeSwap, which is like a competitor to Uniswap, you either got to use Binance Coin, or you got to transfer ERC20 tokens over, like on USDC or USDT, and pay fees, right? So it's not a perfect solution. And what's wrong with using Binance, Tom? You ask, hey, Tom, what's wrong with using Binance? I own Binance. I love BNB. Problem is it's a tax event. So you got to constantly, it's a tax event every freaking time, just like it is when you use Ethereum on Uniswap, right? So in my opinion, and I don't really hear a lot of people talking about this, the best way is, like, can you do that? Can you use, I actually haven't done it, but I assume you can. You can use like USDT to buy coins on Uniswap, right? So, I mean, that's kind of the best way to do it if you're getting into cryptocurrency. If you're one of those swing traders, day traders, you don't care, you're just gonna try and fight the system, fight the tax system, and you don't care about all these little tax events, and yeah, go for it, man. That's not how I trade. You are putting yourself behind the 8 ball, kind of trying to do that. I mean, you got to be really good, man, and You got to know what tax bracket you're in and how much these transactions are starting to add up to you. And then if you're really successful, you got to worry about quarterly payments. Then it gets really messy because what if you have a really good first quarter and you got to make this huge quarterly tax payment and then you get your ass kicked the rest of the year? Like, oh, you got your quarterly payment tied up, and you can find yourself in sticky situations even at the end of the year, right? Where you can make it really difficult, where you paid all this money in taxes and then you owe a bunch in taxes, or then the market tanks right after right. So you pay all these money in quarterly taxes and then the market tanks January 1st in the next year, and you don't have the money to pay your taxes and you can only write off $3,000. So the best way to make money in cryptocurrency, buy the quality. I mean, that's a very long rant, but buy the quality cryptos and hold. If you're going to buy the more volatile, the more risky, like I also do, but very, very small percentages, like 0.18% in XLM, 0.41% in VeChain, 0.32%. You get it. 0.28. Love me some ontology. Love ontology. DMAT brought ontology to my radar. Very small amounts, right? My favorite smaller altcoin is going to be Decentraland. I love Decentraland. I think Decentraland is going to $10. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And YouTubers making predictions don't mean squat, son. But I think Decentraland has a really good shot of seeing $10 this year and $100 sometime in the future, whether that's 1, 2, 3, 5 years. It also has a really good chance of going to like 10 cents, right? So don't get me wrong, or even zero, going broke, going out of existence. Any of these coins, sans like Ethereum, I mean Bitcoin for sure. I don't really think Bitcoin's here to stay. Ethereum, ooh, Tattooed Chef making some money in Tattooed Chef. We'll have to take a look at what happened. So Ethereum, I think, is here to stay. Cardano is, in my opinion, like the Mac Daddy of crypto. I think Cardano has a legit, very good chance of taking out Ethereum. I think Cardano is going to be massive. I do think Cardano can hit $1 trillion. Right now, its market cap is 38 billion. So that's roughly like a 28x still. So Cardano can get to like $30+ Not this year, not this cycle. 2025, 2030, very much in the table in my opinion. And taking out Ethereum is very much on the table. Or, as I mentioned numerous times, there is room for a few trillion-dollar, multi-trillion-dollar smart contract platforms. That includes Polkadot, Binance Coin, and Cardano are the favorites for that. And they're all hovering around that. So Binance Coin is up to 50 billion now. 50 billion market cap. It is the one that is closing in on Ethereum the fastest. It's about a little under a 4.5x away from catching Binance. And it is possible. Think about it. What maybe Vitalik has issues with his rollups, delays, EIP 1559, layer 2 delays. Ethereum has a 30-40% pullback, and something like Cardano or Polkadot or Binance doubles. Boom. You know, it can happen. And that's why I love all the plays. I'm in all the plays. Again, my favorite's Cardano. You can earn roughly 6%, 5.5% staking it. I do that. I'm currently earning like around $300 a month on my Cardano. It's beautiful. You get paid in Cardano, so it's compounding. So it's just going to continue to go up and up. The same with Polkadot. I have 1,000 Polkadot staked over on Kraken, earning 12%. I've seriously considered putting all my crypto, I mean, this is crazy reckless, into Polkadot. So look, I have like 400 grand in cryptocurrency. Can you imagine having 400 grand in Polkadot, earning 12% a year? That's like 4,000 to 5,000, 4,800 plus passive income a month in Polkadot, so that even compounds, and that's just going to go up, up, and up. And I think Polkadot has a 2 to 5x in it easy this year. So, I mean, do the math on that. A 5x would put me at a multi-millionaire and earning 12% interest. But that would be borderline negligent, definitely bad advice, definitely something I would personally not recommend, but I'm not an advisor. You got to make your own big boy decision. You got to put on your own big boy pants. All right, let's check what's going on in the stock market. I never really did look at if I wanted to do anything. I'm itching to put some plays on. We've made some money over here in the last couple of days. My big account's actually doing really well. Where, man, it's hard to, like, I would be inclined to go in with some bullish plays, but it's hard to do that after a 2-day pump. We got Friday coming tomorrow. My gut instinct is it's going to continue to go up, even in the next week. Let's see, we got some earnings in Square coming. So when's the next earnings season? Maybe, so we're about a month away from a new earnings season, it looks like. When's Tesla? Tesla. 5.5. All right, so we're about a month away from earnings again. Didn't we just have that? Lemonade. What's Lemonade doing? Lemonade's down a bit, right? Wasn't it a lot higher? Yeah, man, Lemonade's down on its butt. It had 170 back in January, and it's been, man, how do we not get in Lemonade right now? How do we not get in Lemonade? 2-star liquidity, that's why. Let's see if that's how accurate that is. So a 90, 85, 80, $1.70. Then we get that. That's 1/3 the width of strike. 20 and 40 cent wide. That's probably not going to fill, but let's try. All right. I don't mind lowering that down a bit. Let's do a little price discovery. $1.67. Right at 1/3 the width. Go down another penny. So this has a 76% chance of being 50% profitable. Take them trades all day long. Come on, baby, fill. We're gonna have to go down to like $1.65. I don't want to get too much lower. What happened? What happened? Now the mid's $1.60. All right, we're gonna cancel that. I'm gonna move it up. We're gonna get greedy. So 90. So one of the things about low liquidity is when you put on these trades, sometimes it could be hard to get out of them. And, you know, so that's why I prefer much more liquid stuff. Let's see if we can get like $1.95. If that goes through, we're going to take it. If not, boom. Maybe I should have asked for more. Yeah, sometimes I get a bit impatient. All right, so we're in Lemonade. There we go. Come over here. And, oh, I got $1.97 for it, so I don't feel as bad now. We're going to put the go to cancel. Buy it back for $1.99. And we're going to let that one just do its thing. So what happened in Tattooed Chef? My strangle. That's the second strangle. So back. Excuse me. So Tattooed Chef, we did a strangle. I did a strangle 323. So my first strangle was on 312. Sold it for $1.03 credit. Bought it back at 52 cents. 50% winner. I bought the shares for $20.19. So that lowered the cost basis on my shares by 50 cents. So if I remember correctly at the time, I said, I want to get into this Tattooed Chef with this being the, what's the, Moby Dick, right? My Moby Dick of trying to get 100 shares of Tattooed Chef for free. Every time I try that challenge, I never even come close. And I'm assuming the same thing's going to happen here. But so I entered Tattooed Chef with, what did I say, $20.19 cost basis on 100 shares. I want to try and get that to zero, right? So I've successfully done a strangle and lowered my cost basis by like 51 cents. And then I did another strangle for another $1.05 credit. And I basically got that back for another 52 cents. So I've lowered my cost basis on Tattooed Chef. I like, what, $1.03, something like that. That puts my cost basis roughly at $20, $19, and we'll just say $19.15. Right? Even though I am down in Tattooed Chef, I'm actually up. And I continue to work on lowering my cost basis. And the strangle's covered, right? Because I own 100 shares. So when I put these strangles on, there's no risk to the upside. I'm only capping my upside potential. So let's put another strangle on. Worst case, I buy, like when I do the 15, when I did the 15 put as part of my strangle, I'm obliged to buy 100 more shares of Tattooed Chef at $15. Dude, I love Tattooed Chef. I don't know why, they're just a great company. Like I said, I've eaten their food. It doesn't do much for me, but they got a lot of new like plant-based protein coming into Target. I do want to try that. Hopefully it's pretty good. That plant-based protein stuff is expensive though. But, you know, I'm a vegetarian. What are you going to do? All right, so what was that in? Was that in April? Man, that was in May. And that was a 1530. Already, dude, like 50 days out, already clocking a 50% winner. The IV is 72%. Is roughly a $3 expected move into the May expiration. I mean, I can't go back to the well on 1530, can I? It's already been a 50% winner, but how tight do I want to get? Do I want to go 17? Yeah, why not? 1725? 1722 is very tight. That's very aggressive. This is a much higher problem. So that's the 25 delta and the 36 delta. 73% chance though still of being 50% profitable on that. Getting a $1.90 credit now. Only a 25% chance of touching the 2250. Maybe we go to the 25. There we go. So let's go to the 25, 17.5. So I would be taking roughly, we're going to get a $1.47 credit. I'll be looking to get 50% profit, taking another $70 off my cost basis, which is what, like over 5% profit on the 100 shares in less than 50 days is successful. If I have to buy more Tattooed Chef, it would be below 17.5. Overall, though, like I said, I'm getting a $1.47 credit on just this trade alone. So this trade doesn't start losing money until Tattooed Chef is at about 1603, right? Because it's a 17.5 minus the credit received. I'm probably not going to get a $1.47. We'll try $1.46. And so this trade would start losing money at about $16, right? There's ways to defend against it, so maybe it'll be a good opportunity to show you how to do that. For example, if it breaches your put, you can lower down your call and then roll out your put, right? And you can still end up turning it into a winning trade. At a certain point, you might go inverted and then you kind of cap your losses, but you're locking in a loss. We'll worry about that when we get there. I'm not worried about a loss to the downside because I'm perfectly fine with buying more shares of Tattooed Chef. I have no problem adding Tattooed Chef to a core position. The other risk is Tattooed Chef earnings 5.7. It can move into earnings. Expected move though still is only $3 with earnings being taken into account. Worst thing that can happen is Tattooed Chef goes past $25. I cap my profits. I make $400, roughly $400 off my 100 shares. I keep the credit on the the covered call. So it'd be basically like selling my Tattooed Chef at $30, and then I can get back in other ways. Sell a naked put, buy more shares, right? Sometimes what I'll do if Tattooed Chef starts taking off to the races, I might buy the 100 shares prematurely just so that I'm still in it and I can still continue to get the gains. And then worst case, if it turns back around, I got my 200 shares of Tattooed Chef that I don't mind owning anyway. Or enough waxing on about that. Let's put the trade on. You already have a closing order. I'm glad it warned me about that because I already have a what is that? You already have a closing order, which must be canceled. Well, screw you. What do I got? All right, so, because I have a put spread. Oh, what are we gonna do about this, Tom? This is a problem. And this one is because I have a long put, so I'm trying to sell a put, which basically cancels this out, and then that would make that a naked put. You know what? You know what? What are we gonna do? I could go to the 15, 80. Ah, man, 82-cent credit. I don't know if I like that. I don't want to roll out further. And I don't know that I necessarily want to roll up to 20. 20? Yeah, what the hell, man? What the hell? So I would be obliged to buy more Tattooed Chef if it dips below 20, which it already is. But I think Tattooed Chef's going to be above 20. Getting $2.80 credit, my cost basis would be around, what's the math? $17.20. 65% chance of being, I'm lowering my percentages. What are we going to do here? What are we going to do? We got 50 days. Man, that was a lot of talk for not doing anything. So I'm just going to wait. Give my put spread a chance to be profitable and then maybe get back into this. Dude, it's just not worth it right now. All right, let's see if there's anything else we can do on DraftKings. Love me some DraftKings. How's it looking? Airbnb still up there in the stratosphere. Uber, how is Uber $56? Recovery stock, I assume. Oh, AMD $79. Let's freaking go, guys. Earnings April 27th. I don't know how this stock's $79. You can't buy a freaking graphics card right now. Maybe that's part of the problem though. There's chip shortages. Maybe their cells are crap. Maybe they can't even make them right now. So maybe that's part of the problem. I just talked myself out of that trade though. I love me some AMD. How's Nvidia doing? Where's the Nvids? The Nvids is doing pretty good still. Cat might be a good play because all this infrastructure crap, right? What's the Cat? Cat is near all-time highs. It looks like all-time high of around 234. That looks like a decent play. 3-star liquidity. Big time blue chip. $10 wide. I'm not too thrilled about $10 wide. I don't know that I feel like getting in a $10 wide, so let's avoid that. I'm teaching you guys how to trade, man. I'm teaching you guys how to trade options. One of the best ways, greater than 50% chance of success. Learning how to trade yourself is the way to go, boys and girls. You don't go, if you're one of those sheep that go listen to YouTubers and pick what they tell you to pick and buy what they tell you to buy, man, you're just doing yourself a disfavor. Learn how to manage your own money. Learn how to make your own decisions. That translates into your real life. It makes you sharper in real life. If you can make decisions on your money, you can make decisions on things that are far less stressful, right? Because how does it get any more stressful than the potential to lose a lot of your money? Intel, $63. What the F is going on at Intel? That thing was like 40 bucks not too long ago, and everyone was acting like they were going out of business, right? Yeah, no, what? I could swear that was a lot. Yeah, about 50 bucks. Oh, it gapped up on their last earnings, it looks like, on something. Yeah, it was back in December, right? It was below $47, $43. Maybe I was thinking back in last October. Time flies when you're in isolation, right? The world was coming to an end. Oh yeah, because this earning gap down hard. The world was coming to an end. Intel's garbage. Intel's the end of the world. Intel's I'm not stepping in front of that. Like how could they be having good news coming up? AMD's kind of giving them a run for the money, and servers or gaming PCs chips. As servers are still pretty much dominated by Intel. I'm not sure if that's going to change. I'm not like I'm an engineer. I design servers for companies all the time. I don't look at the AMDs. I look at Intel only. But not really looking to do anything in there. Wells Fargo, that's my bank, and I hate them. Alibaba, no thank you. I don't want anything to do with you right now because of all the Chinese turmoil and the Archgeos or whatever the hell and things like that. So Apple, man, Apple. What is going on in Apple? That's a pretty decent trade. They got earnings at the end of April. That might be a little bit of a run up. Let's see what the apples look like. $5 wide, $10 expected move. $10. Yeah, not really looking very interesting. Disney. Disney is just crushing it right now. I would be inclined to go long. 4-star liquidity. They have earnings 513. You always want to be cognizant of earnings. Maybe we can do something on 180, 175 bullish put credit spread. Not quite 1/3 the width of strike. 36% IV, kind of low in today's market. $15 expected move. That one has a 75% chance of being 50% profitable. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I would like to get a little bit more credit. We can get a little bit greedy and move this up. We can get a $2 credit. 80% chance of being 50% profitable. I don't know why that went up, to be honest. I'm going to put this on. I'm bullish Disney. I think the market is going to continue to go up in the short term. And I think Disney should get a run up in earnings. Get a little push. Red candle yesterday, green candle today. It's up $3. Should have bought it yesterday. But we're going to do it today. Gotta get some theta going, boys and girls. I only got 19 theta in this account. That's not going to fill for $1.97. It was $2 a second ago. Ooh, it filled. All right, so let's come over here. Maybe I need to put something on in the IRA too. So I got buying power in the IRA. Did I do that right? Yeah. All right. The IRA. Man, I got a little bit of buying power. What do we want to do in the IRA? Anything over? Oh, Palantir. Do I have a Palantir in the IRA? In fact, I do not. And I love Palantir. I also love Tattooed Chef. I don't have Tattooed Chef in the IRA. Which one do I like more? Palantir or Tattooed Chef? All right, so I can buy 100 shares of Tattooed Chef for sure. It looks like. And Palantir, I cannot. I'm a little bit more bullish Tattooed Chef anyway, and especially in the short term. So let's buy some Tattooed Chef and maybe sell a covered call against that bad boy. All right, so Tattooed Chef, trade, stock, 19 cents. Maybe we can try and get Tattooed Chef free over in the IRA too. Switch this over to the IRA. Boom, boom, boom. I just bought 100 shares of Tattooed Chef in the IRA, and that just made my day, boys and girls. Like Jeremy Lefebvre, I love Tattooed Chef. I mean, he's a part of the reason why I love Tattooed Chef. If you ever want to get good analysis on a company, he digs deep into it. He's my research, man. Like, I don't spend a lot of time researching stocks. I've spent a lot of time researching Tesla because it fascinates me. And I think it's in the stock market, the trade of the decade. I did a video on that, along with Bitcoin, along with Square. After the fact, I've added PayPal to that. Ironically, I don't own any Square PayPal, but I think Tesla and Bitcoin will make make you tons of money. If you just buy into it, continue to dollar cost average into it, you're into diversity, add them fintechs, add PayPal, add Square. If you trade over-the-counter stocks, the Voyager app, I don't remember the symbol. That's a pretty decent speculative play I like. I just, unfortunately, I don't trade. I avoid trading over-the-counter pink sheet stocks. Just as a general rule, but I like that one a lot. It is extremely risky, especially, and that's going to be the same thing with the Coinbase IPO coming up. I think the Coinbase IPO is very, very intriguing to me. But if crypto crashes, man, do you think they're going to stay up? Do you think the stock's going to do well? Voyager is a bit more riskier than Coinbase just on general purpose. But, you know, that would be a stock I would love to own if I had an account that had, I do, TD Ameritrade, but I don't use it. And again, I have a rule. I don't trade pink sheets. I highly recommend you avoid pink sheets. All right, let's wrap this up. I have been just babbling on forever, but I'm having some fun in the stock market today for a change. Putting some trade-ons. We got a lot of green going on. The profit and loss is going back in the right direction. I mean, my IRA at one point was up 20,000, and then I think it was recently negative. That's what happens when like 70% of it's Tesla. So I wasn't worried about it. Long term, that IRA I think could be $1 million account without putting my little $7,000 into it a year, right? Because Tesla, I think, is going to the moon. We're building out some really good positions. I think MicroStrategy's only 15 shares, but I love MicroStrategies. You know, it's just a put spread. We got 200 shares of Riot. You know, very bullish on Bitcoin. So I think this one's going to play out really well. I don't necessarily expect this to be a multi-year hold. And the same with Mara. But I expect these to pay off very, very handsomely with this Bitcoin bull run. So, and this is a way, if cryptocurrency scares you, especially because, I mean, there's a bit of a complication to it. It's not insured. These securities are insured. They're highly regulated, SEC regulated stocks. And their delta probably moves more than Bitcoin. So theoretically, the more Bitcoin goes up, I think this has a faster rate of change. It's going to go up more and it's going to go down more versus Bitcoin. So that could be a pro or a con in your book. But there's a lot of reasons to buy into things like MicroStrategies as a Bitcoin proxy. There's also the Grayscale Trust. I don't really know how the fees work. And it's, you know, again, it's something you have to do with an exchange that allows you to trade over the counter, which Tastyworks does not. And again, it's against my rules anyway. Tattooed Chef, again, I'm really excited that I've just added this to my IRA portfolio at what I think to be a very attractive price. I think, and even though I constantly tell you don't listen to YouTubers and their price predictions, this has a very, what has it done in the past? It's seen close to $30 in the past. It's down a lot. Only goes back 6 months. So let's go back. I forget when this SPAC came out, like last October. So it did get a low. I mean, this came out of the gates hot, right? 20 some dollars is pretty high out of the gate for a SPAC. Did it really come out at that? Man, that's crazy. Because I would imagine its SPAC price was around $10. All the way back up to about 27 bucks. I think it'll see all-time highs this year. Easy chance of that happening. They have earnings 5.7. So there's some risks there. I've already mentioned that a few times, huh? So let's see if I should do a covered call. 25. Yeah, man. It's just not worth it right now. All right, I'm going to leave that alone. Wrapping this up, the Nasdaq's up 225, still looking very strong. The VIX is down close to 50 cents, 48 cent. Gold up $9, kind of having a bullish day. The E-mini S&P is up 27. That's a pretty big move. Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin's up. Futures is up $420. Let's see what's going on over the Bitcoin market. This is not the BNB I wanted to look at. Let's look at what BNB is doing really quick. BNB. I don't want the futures. I don't want the market cap. Why futures? BNB token. At the BNB, no. Man, how do they not have a good chart on this? BNB. What is going on here? All right, this might be the best one. Now, well, that ain't it. I don't know. BNB's up over 300 bucks. Let me look on my phone real quick. Exciting content, boys and girls. So BNB having a nice move, and it is up to $322. Let's freaking go. All-time high, and that looks to be $350. So we're cruising towards an all-time high. Bitcoin looking pretty strong. Yeah. All right, so here's the trend line on Bitcoin. It's still struggling. That support, that long-term support, continues to be resistance. We never got a bearish cross on the 2050, which is good. So if we can get back above this, I don't know. Like I'm not sure, right? I would be the current market action. I'm not really seeing any reason, because we've already had very bullish news. Crypto, PayPal, crypto merchant payments, Visa, things like that. I mean, it gave it a little pump that got it back up to right around 59,000. I don't know. Like, actually, let's look at the Google Trends. Just doesn't seem to be a lot of. You think you would have got a better move out of Bitcoin by now? So who knows what's going to happen? Corona. Well, I don't want to say that out loud. I'll get demonetized. I kid. I'm not even monetized. So Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, look at that. So interest over time, it's going down. It's going down. I mean, we don't want that, right? So that's not going to be good for the good kids. That's not helping the price of Bitcoin. A lot of bullish news. So maybe we don't get this this 65 to 80,000, all these YouTube hypers, moon boys, big boys, altcoin daily. All these channels are just saying it's basically a lock that Bitcoin's going to 80 to 100,000 in April. Let's see, Ethereum. I'm not so sure, right? Like, it's looking kind of heavy, right? Maybe we just spin sideways, and then maybe we have a bit of an altcoin season. Maybe Ethereum's down. It's trending down. This is not good for the good kids. Interest, so it's pretty high interest in California. It's probably because I just searched for it. Midwest gives 0 Fs. Kansas gives 0 Fs. Nebraska gives. You guys over, anyone in the Midwest come across this channel? Dude, buy some Bitcoin. Buy some Ethereum. What the hell's wrong with you over there? Like, just the Midwest and the South. Ooh, the South just does not care. Louisiana, they got bigger fish to fry, I guess. Mississippi don't give a damn. Alabama don't give a damn. South Carolina don't give a damn. West Virginia seriously don't give a damn. How does what's going on between West Virginia and Virginia? Virginia gives a damn, and West Virginia does not give a damn. What? Cardano. There's no way Cardano is going down. No freaking way. It's kind of spinning sideways. Had a recent peak with March. The Govt. Huge dip, huge dip. So it's sort of trending down. Us Californians, man. We love us some cryptocurrency. The West Coast, the best coast, son, loves cryptocurrency. Oh, Kansas probably, they don't even know what Cardano is. South Dakota, 18, like South Dakota and North Dakota, they're too busy chopping up bodies in wood chippers to give a damn about crypto. That's a Fargo joke. Anyone get that? Trending down. Polkadot. Yeah, interest is waning. Yeah, all right, there we go. So start annoying all your coworkers and friends about cryptocurrency again. Let's get it trending. So Bitcoin is hovering around 59,000. Ethereum $1,925. I am hoping it could push above $2,000. It is above the trend line and holding the past 3 days. The 20 EMA is moving back up. We'll see. There's nothing telling me that it's going to push across all-time highs right now. Everything just saying it's just going to spin. Everything's screaming sideways. accumulation, consolidation. Cardano in a very, very long consolidation. Bend sideways. Like, how long is this going to last? Like, I don't know, what's the technical analysis say? About another day, and it's going to break out to the bottom or to the upside, maybe. What is this? That could be bullish, bearish, exactly as expected. And then how do we do this, right? And then we're going to go like this. So I'm going to get to do one of these technical analysis things here pretty soon and say exactly as expected. It's either going to go to, you can make any freaking pattern you want in these charts, man. Charts are a tool that'll kind of help you pick a strategy, but we're either going to $1.60 or 70 cents in Cardano in the next few days. Exactly as expected. All right. I've waxed on another long wrap up. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Another market open. And maybe Cardano. Hopefully Cardano's $1.60.